Good morning, class. Now, after the exams, let's start with your fourth chapter in business studies. After business environment, your fourth chapter is planning. Weightage of this chapter is included with organizing chapter. So, planning plus organizing, both the chapters, their weightage is 14 marks. So, now let's start with the planning. Planning means thinking in advance. Thinking in advance, that means thinking before doing, or maybe we can say it bridges the gap between the where we are and where we want to go. Here also I have written that this is your current status, where we are, and where we want to go, that is your future image. So the gap between the current status and the future status, that gap is known as a planning. So planning is a choice making activity, as it involves selecting the best alternatives out of the various available options, or maybe it involves setting up of objectives and deciding the appropriate course of action to achieve such objectives. That means planning is necessary in business environment, that we have to set up our objectives and we have to decide the appropriate course of action, that how we are going to achieve that particular target. That means planning is concerned with both ends, what is to be done and means, that means how is it to be done, that means क्या करना है and कैसे करना है. Everything in everything planning is done. But one more thing, it should be noted that plans are always developed for a given time period. Given time period, that means if time factor is not taken into consideration, conditions in the environment may change. We know that it is a dynamic, so environment may change and all the business plans may go waste. So we have to keep time frame always in the consideration. So the definition of the planning refers to the process of setting objectives for a given time period. See, given time period, this is necessary in your definition. Few points are important. That means it refers to the process of setting objectives. Setting objectives important for a given time period, formulating various course of action to achieve them, and then selecting the best possible alternative from among the various courses of action available. So this is the meaning of your planning. Now let's start with the features of a planning. Your first feature of the planning is planning contributes to objectives. That means we know that the planning is a goal oriented. That means what is the purpose of the planning? The purpose of the planning is to develop and facilitate the organizational objectives. That means we have to fulfill the target of the organization. So objectives provide the basic guidelines for the planning activities, and planning has no meaning unless it positively contributes for achievement of a predetermined goals. So planning is not successful if whatever the objectives we have set, if we are not able to achieve that objective, so your planning is of no use. Now second one, planning is primary function of management. Primary function, that means planning is the most basic of all the management functions. Every manager is required to plan before performing any other function of management. That means not a single action can be done in the management without any planning. So by setting up the objectives in the advance, planning directs all other managerial functions towards their attainment. Because what is the work of the top level management? To set up the objectives or to set up the target. So when the targets are set up, planning is done by all the managers, and after the planning only the objectives can be fulfilled. Now third feature of the planning is pervasive. Pervasive, that means it is required everywhere. That means planning is required at all levels and in all departments of the organization. In all the departments, that means it is not the exclusive function of a top management or a particular department. Rather than it is performed by all the managers at the various levels. For example, just like top management undertakes strategic planning, and middle and the lower management are involved in departmental planning and operational planning respectively. So that means it is not necessary that only management work can be done or the planning work can be done by the top level management. That means the management is required at the middle level also and at the operational level also. Now the fourth one is planning is futuristic. Futuristic, that means look forward. Okay, so planning aims to look into future analyze it and predict it to the best advantage of an organization. That means why we are making the planning, just to see that how we are going to achieve the things in the future. So through forecasting, planning seeks to achieve some objectives in the future. In short, maybe we can say that planning involves thinking about the future for doing actions in the present. That means whatever the actions we are performing in the present, we have to think about the future. That's why we can say planning is the futuristic. For example, just like a business firm prepares its annual plan for production and sales on the basis of the sales forecasting. Obviously आपकी जितनी sales है, according to that only you can plan for the future, or maybe for the next year also you can plan according to the forecasting. Now the next one is the planning is continuous. Continuous, that means plans are prepared for a specified period of time, and at the end of that period there is a need for a new plan on the basis of the new situations and conditions. So due to ever changing environment, as we know that the business environment is a dynamic and complex, so due to the ever changing environment, planning becomes a continuous responsibility of the management. Sixth one, planning involves decision making. Decision making, that means planning involves proper and the careful analysis of the various alternatives and selecting the best possible alternative. That means I have written over here, it involves choice. That means out of so many alternatives, we have to find out the best possible alternative, and the decision making is the important part of the planning, as it involves choice from the various alternative course of action. But if there is only one alternative, then there is no need for the planning. Now the seventh and the last feature of the planning is the mental exercise. That means planning involves determining objectives, forecasting about future, identifying various alternatives, and finally selecting the most appropriate option. So all this process requires critical and the logical reasoning, or maybe the creativity or decision making and ability to analyze the situation through vision and the foresightedness. So planning is the intellectual exercise. So again we will discuss what is the meaning of the planning. Planning, that means it involves setting up the objectives and deciding the appropriate course of action to achieve some objectives, or maybe planning is the gap between the current status and the future image. So this gap can be fulfilled by the planning. So features of the planning contributes to the objectives. Obviously whatever the objectives are set up by the top management, so planning is the goal oriented, and the main purpose of the planning is to facilitate the accomplishment of the organizational objectives. Second, planning is the primary function of the management. Obviously planning is required everywhere, at the top level, second level, everywhere, because that means before performing any action. Because this thing we have already discussed in the previous chapters also, that means hit and trial method we cannot do in the management. So before doing anything we have to plan. We should know about whatever will be the consequences. Third one, pervasive, that means planning is required everywhere. It is not like that planning is required only at the top level management, it is required for the middle level also and at the operational level also. Planning is futuristic. Obviously as I said, thinking before doing or hit and trial method we cannot use in the business. So whatever the plans, whatever we are going to do, we have to think in the advance. That means we have to forecast, or maybe through the forecasting planning seeks to achieve objectives of the organization. Fifth one, planning is continuous. Obviously after achieving one goal, now we want the next plan to achieve the another goal, because it is a continuous process, it is never ending process. Sixth one, planning involves decision making. Decision making, because planning we have so many alternatives, and now we have to choose that which alternative is the best, and by choosing the best alternative, how the organizational goal can be achieved. Last one, planning is a mental exercise. Obviously the person who is doing the planning, that person should be capable. That means that person requires critical and the logical reasoning. He should be foresighted, and he should analyze the situation through the vision or through the foresightedness. So this is the introduction of the planning. Notes I will send you in the PDF form. You note down the notes also and read the books.